Hi everybody, I'm Jason Mantis, Chairman of the New Hire Pension Trust. I'm a captain on Ladder 5B shift, and we're here to just explain a little bit of an assignment that's going to be coming in Target Solutions for you.
I'm Chris Denny, also on the New Hire Pension Board. Work at Engine 10.
Hi, I'm Andrew Morris, trustee on the New Hire Pension Plan, firefighter on C shift, Engine 8.
Okay everybody, the purpose of this video is just to explain what's coming in this Target Solutions assignment and why we needed to do this. So this assignment has 5 components to it. It has this introduction video from your elected pension board trustees. It's going to have a PowerPoint that's narrated. It takes about 10 minutes if you go through it. It's going to have a disclosure document. It's going to have a redlined copy version of your pension trust agreement that administers the overall pension trust of our 401A pension plan. And it's also going to have a sample ballot language for a ballot that we're all going to need to vote on coming up here in a few weeks, and we'll explain all that. As everybody knows, a pension change was negotiated for the 2019 and 20 collective bargaining agreement, and the change was a re-entry into the FPPA pension system. That contract was ratified by all bargaining unit members and by the PFA Board of Directors, but there's some additional steps that need to be taken that allow us to change and re-enter the FPPA system. Right now, our 401A pension plans, both the old and the new hire plans, are governed by what's called a trust agreement. And that trust agreement directs the administration of the pension plan and how that plan runs. One of the requirements of our current 401A pension is that all firefighters who are hired at Poudre Fire Authority must be members of that plan. So in order to allow for a transition into an FPPA reentry, our current pension trust agreements need to be amended. And the way that we amend those is by a vote of all the members of the pension trust to say, yes, we vote affirmative for this change and we are going to allow this change, or no, we vote against it and we don't want this change. So we have a little bit of business to take care of here in the next few months. This vote is going to take place electronically between December 10th and December 21st. And we will have an explanation of all of that in the PowerPoint as you view that. Okay, everybody, just to point out a couple of the documents that are in the assignment. This is what's called the disclosure statement. And this is a large document. It's about 40 pages. The front page looks like this. And this disclosure document is going to show you a side-by-side comparison of all 4 of the separate plans. The 3 plans you can choose from within FPPA and also the local money purchase plan. This disclosure is being sent to all pension plan members. And if you read through the pages, you see the side-by-side comparison of the plans. For example, on several pages, there's different topics brought up, but one that's just easy to point out is on page 33. You're going to see this is where they outline the cost difference, for example, between the local 401 plan that we've been administering and FPPA's money purchase plan, which is an option that everybody has. You can see the difference, how it's laid out, just side by side. We're really encouraging everybody to please read that disclosure document. The other document that's contained, and this is the cover page of it, is the actual trust agreement, the actual pension trust agreement. It's a red line version, and what this shows you in red line is the changes that these plan amendments would make to the actual trust agreement. They're summarized in the ballot language, but if you wanted to read through the entire trust agreement and see all the required legal changes that we're voting on to approve this, you can see that in red line version here by going through the pension trust agreement. I think that's about a 44-page document. The other document here is a copy of the actual ballot question, and I'm just going to flip pages like that. So that's what it's going to look like. You're going to get sent this electronically if you have an email address. All of us active members that are still working are going to get sent this electronically to us, and we're just going to vote. It's just a simple yes or no. All this vote does is allow all these red line changes in the pension trust agreement to take place.
Okay, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit how the voting procedure is going to work. We have used this voting procedure, so you guys are pretty familiar with it. We're going to use a voting third-party website called Simply Vote. It's a company that certifies any electronic voting, so we know that it's secure and all the email addresses that we send them to have been validated. The votes can occur between December 10th and December 21st. So if you're outside the 21st, you can't vote. Everybody's allowed one vote, and the URL that is sent to your email address is unique to you. And what that means is if you go ahead and vote and you talk to somebody else on your crew about voting and they didn't receive the email address, you cannot actually send them that same email address. It's unique to you. So if you don't receive it by the 21st or after the 10th, please email me or one of the individuals on the pension board, and we'll go ahead and resend you that. Again, you have to complete it by the 21st. The other thing is the vote is based on the 65% of the people that actually vote. So if you're on the fence one way or the other, or you don't care, which everybody should have an opinion on this, please go in there and vote so we have an accurate representation of what everybody wants.
So as Chris stated, this vote will be completed by December 21st. We're going to roll it out on December 10th. Everybody who's a member of our plan, both active and retired, is going to have an opportunity to vote, but 65% of the vote cast is required to pass the amendment. It's a little bit complex, but we've given you all the information to read through and you can see exactly what we're voting on. But just to sum it up in a basic sense, what we're basically voting on is just to allow a change to our trust agreement that holds our pension plan, to allow people that want to re-enter FPPA. So essentially all we're voting on is to give the department permission to move the new hires into the FPPA system and allow the firefighters that work here now that want to go to FPPA to go to FPPA. By voting for this, we're not forcing all the members to work here to go to FPPA. That's still going to be an individual choice per person. We're all going to get a chance to make our own choices in March of 2019. Voting for this amendment only allows that choice to take place for people that want it. So we've had a lot of questions from people about what happens if this vote doesn't pass. And essentially what it means is that if this vote, if we were to get a no vote on this amendment change from people, and people did not want this change to happen for some reason within the trust agreement, what it means is that FPPA re-entry for the people that want to go will not happen. So if the trust agreement is not amended to match what the CBA agreement says, then we will not do an FPPA re-entry. That it would not be allowed under the current pension trust. So in that point, we would have to go back as a pension board and a union and kind of regroup and talk with management about how do we move forward from here. And one option would be that we would have to go renegotiate the CBA in regards to the pension article. Another option would be that we try to move forward with another vote again. We can do this a number of times if we need to, but at that point it just gets messy. So we want to make sure that everybody's represented. We want to make sure that everybody's educated and has an opportunity to vote. Thank you.
Hey everyone, we just want to conclude this video with a reminder to please vote and to make sure you educate yourself. We've provided all the information that you need. Please take the time, read, do the research that's appropriate for you, and sign up for those meetings. Even if you feel that you're not going to do FPPA, make sure you sign up for those meetings. Again, with this assignment, there's an attached PowerPoint. Each slide has an audio attached to it. You just have to click through it. And again, the pension board just wants to say thank you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and we'll make sure that you get answers. Thanks again.